and it would have been done for you. Is it a bigger sense of disappointment being your brother because it's like, oh man, the one person you want to beat is him so much? Or at what point are you like, oh, this sucks?
Tonight is that point, but it's got nothing to do with it being my brother. You know, it could have been anyone else and I still would have had the same reaction because, Eli was on my butt all moto, and then obviously Jet was inching closer. I think the yellow flags for Chase, hopefully he's okay, but I think that maybe helped, throw a dog a bone maybe. And then, once I seen him got Eli, I was just like, just pull into the pits, like.
And Eli Tomac joining us. Welcome to the conversation. We'll open up to more questions from the media. Question from this side of the room.
Going to.
It's as good a spot as I can be in for now, and I it was like that moto. You're better off being behind to learn the lines because the way it evolved, and of course I saw Hunter there on the inside in the first lap, and I knew that was going to be, or I didn't know, but I figured it would be open again the next lap. So I'm like, okay, I can maybe make a move there. But then, like the sand turn before the tunnel, I kept going outside, and I should have been inside. And I believe Jet was going inside there, and I think it was like 3/4 of a second or something. And my, team was like, if I would have just hit that for 10 laps, it probably would have been a whole different race. But I never caught on to it because I really did think I was going to win that race, and then Jet just sneaks up and, of course, passes everyone. So, what do you do? It's just, he's good.
Hey, Alex Gobert, MotoOnline.com. For Eli, when you were in that position and leading and in the race and Hunter similar later on in the night, but what goes through your mind the moment when Jet does seem to come on strong in these later points of these motos? It's kind of it's almost become a tactic in itself.
Really, I'm just wondering what he's doing different. In tonight, when he passed me, I saw some serious different lines, and those, when it's like a sand section like that, you can gain significant amount of time, and I just missed it, and of course he was doing that better.
Dan Beaver, NBC Sports. For both of you guys, is the intensity that we saw this playoffs, does it have to do with the triple point or the graduated points, or is it that you've got the three riders who are at the top of their game and everybody just found the right thing in the last three races? Hunter first.
You mean like the intensity was higher this year compared to last year, or what do you mean? I don't know. We need like some way to measure it, because I feel like I'm pushing just as hard as any other time. Maybe it is. Yeah, sure. We're going faster. We'll just go with that.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It was kind of like the same thing over again, racing both of these brothers.
Ryan Nitzen with Cycle News for Hunter. Great ride tonight. Can you take us through that first moto? You and Jet were, after the finish line, that really tight area, you guys were kind of battling maybe a little bit harder than you normally do. Was that, or that's for what it looked like, just maybe a little bit extra bar banging and stuff? Was that just money on the line? Can you just take us through that moment?
No, racing, the track didn't offer a ton of passing spots on it, so any passes that were going to happen were, except that one, outside before that double, any other passing spots on the track were going to be close passes just due to the nature of all that section and on the drag strip being really one line.
What does the next 2 weeks look like across the nations? It's Yeah, it's right now. I have no idea what happens. I mean, I'm more concerned about my team that got blown apart tonight. So who knows what happens? And I don't know. I'll take a couple days off and then put the moto suspension back on and go from there. But yeah, tonight was terrible for Team USA. So I don't know what happens.
One more.
Ryan, it's is Eli. Kind of building on that, who would you, if Chase and Deegan can't race, who would you pick to be on your team?
Really, it's whoever's motivated to do it and wants to do it, and go from there. So they need to be knocking on the door and wanting to do it, whoever it is. And we'll just, I guess, see who comes knocking.
Gentlemen, thank you. That is all we have time for this session. Thank you very much, Hunter Lawrence and Eli Tomac. And we were starting to reference it there in regards to Team USA with Hayden Deegan. It is official. He has been released from Alpine Stars, and it is official that he has been confirmed with a broken collarbone. So you'll have to stay tuned for more information on the status of his eligibility with Team USA and the status of that injury. In the meantime, as we await our second and third place finishers from 250 SMX, I'd like to remind you that the 2026 SuperMotocross schedule does go on sale on September 30th. Those tickets for pre-sale begin September 30th, and that is when our schedule will be through this year. If you can control the narrative, what is it you hope that fans remember about your 2025 season?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of adversity, and a lot of ups and downs, but like overall, it was nice to get through the whole season. To be healthy, and I only missed one race, and the goal was to make it to every race and build this foundation that moving to Florida and kind of changing riding style and mindset stuff. It just feels good to see all that stuff pay off, and just never giving up, and it feels kind of like a new chapter in my career, kind of restarting, and I feel like it's only going to get better. I have a lot to learn still. But it was positive to see this year all the stuff that we worked on pay off and help me. So looking forward to 2026.
Job well done this year. And question for you, Tom. This was your final 250 race. Were there any strong emotions tied to that tonight?
Of course. It was my last 250 race, so a lot's going on in my head. But track was really fast today. I had a tough start in the second moto, and I keep pushing till the end, and pretty happy to end up third in the championships. I couldn't do a lot more today. I came into the last round a little far off with the championships. So yeah, pretty happy the way I end my 250 career, and yeah, time to move up to the 450 class.
2 Supercross championships in there. It's been a great 250 career. We're going to open it up to questions from the media. Scott?
Scott, you're Joe Moto now. Seth, you were right behind Joe and Hayden. Were you having kind of flashbacks to Salt Lake City? Like when you passed them and they were down, obviously in Salt Lake, you were on the receiving end of the aggression. But, I mean, you were so close, I guess, to benefiting from that, and you actually did benefit by getting second in points.
Yeah, it was kind of wild, man. I thought that was kind of going to happen, seeing how the race was going to play out, and Hayden got into the lead, but then he would slow up to try and mess with Joe. So didn't know when it was coming, but I just needed to be there to capitalize on it. And when it did, the crowd went crazy, and I was like, all right, here's my opportunity. It was kind of like Salt Lake, but just on the other side of it. And yeah, I just had to do my job at that point and try to win the race, and hope that the points had fell, where it put me in the position to win the championship. But second place it was, and I'm still very happy. And I'll get one of these soon, I know. But yeah, it was one of the craziest races I've ever been a part of, and had a front row seat to everything. And yeah, it was pretty mind-blowing for sure.
Alex?
Yeah, thank you. Alex Gobert, MotoOnline.com. For Tom, can you just take us through your night to get to this result in the end, and was it a sense of obviously excitement? What was that feeling when you learned that you were top 3 in the points, and obviously the good payout as well?
Yeah, actually my start wasn't that good in the second moto, and my first 2 laps was pretty bad as well. I went out the track on the motocross part, and I think 3 or 4 guys passed me, and I was pretty far back. I think I passed a couple of guys, and then I was in 4, but those guys were really far ahead, and I had to catch a little bit. And of course, Joe and Aiden messing to each other. I could catch some time, but yeah, like I said, the track was really fast, and it was tough to make up some ground. Everyone was riding fast on this track, so the start was really important. And like I said earlier, I came a little too far in the championships to fight for the win tonight. So third in the championships, I think is the best I could do today.
Johnny.
Johnny Hopper with MX Unfiltered. Seth, all of America is worried about MX of Nations now. And hypothetically, if Deegan is not able to compete, is that something you'd be willing to step up to race for your country?
I would really love to. And I, even have been getting texts about it and to maybe do it, but I have to get shoulder surgery Tuesday. And that's something that I have to do in order for my 2026 season to be the best that it can be. The recovery time's already going to be pushing it for me to get back, and just need every day counts at that point. So unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to do it as much as I would really want to and represent Team USA. It's always been a dream of mine, and hopefully I can do it in the future, but I don't know if it's going to be in the cards this year.
Thank you for the transparency. Nick?
Yeah, Nick still with MotoOnline.com. For Tom, look, we can all speculate for 2026 and how it looks for you, but looking back on your 250 career here in America, just give me your thoughts on that, and as it comes to a close, things you want to be remembered for in this class.
Yeah, it's been insane. When I look back, I won 4 championships, and everything goes so fast, and it's been my 3rd season here in the US, and winning back-to-back the Supercross has been, a dream came true actually. That's why I moved to the US to race and hopefully one day win the Supercross. So it's been a dream came true, and I'm really proud and happy about it. I'm really excited for the future, moving up to the 450 class. I've been in the 250 class for a long time, back in Europe in 2019, my first pro season. So it's been we're in 2025, it's a couple of years, and I'm really excited to move to the 450 class, and it's a new challenge for me. So I'm really looking forward.
Jim Kimball with Motocross Action for Seth. Seth, this was mentioned a few minutes ago. You really did have an awesome year. You were in contention for 2 championships. Does this give you a good feeling thinking about next year?
It does, yeah. It was a great year all around. Now that you say that, competing and having a realistic or a real shot at both of the 2 championships in the season was awesome, and I learned a lot. And I think for next year, going into it, I'll just kind of have that mindset of, I am one of the guys. Not that I don't believe in myself, but I feel like this kind of helps that, and just the confidence will kind of flow better heading into the 2026 season, and I truly believe that I can come out and do really well, and continue to build off of this season, which was really good.
Time for one more.
Ryan Itzen with Cycle News for Seth. On the broadcast, they were showing points just going crazy every time anyone made a pass. Going into that second moto and throughout that second moto, what was going through your head before all the passing went down and all that?
Yeah, I was so I got the whole shot, then I was riding pretty well. I think it was Levi that was behind me, so I was in a pretty good spot. And then his bike broke, but when Hayden and Joe got around me, I kind of just took a few laps to see what they were going to do. I knew it was going to get a little bit, spicy up front, and I would kind of catch them when they would, have their games going on, and just try to be there to capitalize on it, and I did. And then after that, I didn't know that Hayden didn't get up, so I didn't know where all the points were. I just knew that I was going to try and win the race and see what happened. I did glance over on the last lap, and I saw a bike in front of Joe, and I was like, man, maybe that would give me it. I thought it might have been Hayden, but ended up being Tom. And then, yeah, I just went over the finish, and I was like, man, maybe. But, Joe ended up getting it, which congrats to Joe, and he's, rode really good this season. And, yeah, it was a crazy race with Hayden. It was just wild to watch that, unfold right in front of me.
Thank you, gentlemen. That's all we have time for. Seth Hammaker and Tom Vial from your 250 SMX podium. And stay tuned. We still have our champions to speak with, Joe Shimoda from the 250 SMX class and Jet Lawrence from the 450 SMX class in just a moment. Gentlemen, Joe Shimoda and Jet Lawrence, congratulations to you both. Joe, we'll start with you. Assuming it's had a second to sink in now, we've talked about your race on the podium, but what was it like hearing those fans chant your name, Joe, over and over again at the podium?
I mean, I can't be any happier. Very, very stressful race. Glad to be all done, to be honest.
It's been a long season. This is his first SuperMotocross World Championship. Jet, for you, $1 million pass. You know, you had to earn this thing all the way through playoffs, but that's really what it came down to. So up until that moment when you made that pass into second, what was going through your mind?
Dude, a lot of data, to be honest. HJ and Eli were riding really well. And I had a good, few laps of trying to catch him, kind of halfway through the moto, and I caught him a smidge, and I made one mistake, and I just lost all that ground, you know. So I'm like, I kind of not give up, but I'm like, dude, I honestly don't think I can catch him. And I got 4 laps or 3 laps to go. I'm just like, well, I'm just going to go as hard as I can, and if I crash, it's going to hurt. If not, hopefully we can get close enough to make a pass. And thankfully we put a good few laps together and was able to get close. And as soon as I got behind Eli, I just tried to make a pass straight away, and was able to make it stick, and I'm super happy. So yeah.
Brilliant race. His third SuperMotocross World Championship for the Premier class. Questions from the media?
Check. Ryan, it's in with Cycle News. For Joe, can you just take us through that race? I mean, I thought it would be maybe one pass, but it was just a series of passes, and then I was right there at the finish line when you guys both went down. Can you just take us through what that was like from your point of view?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone and myself, we all knew that was gonna be there, and honestly, I was just ready for it. And today, honestly, he had better pace, you know. All these 3 rounds, he was fast, and I mean, if I start in front of him or behind him, I knew we're gonna end up finding us each other at some point. So I was just ready. But I'm not mad about it. I understand his situation. It's a little sketchy, but like I said, glad it's over. It was really stressful.
Congratulations.
Jim Bill with Motocross Action for Jet. Jet, what's it like to win this title again and then have your teammate win the 250 class? As I think you guys have known each other for many years, going back to Geico Honda.
It's awesome, honestly. I think I was stressing the truck like it was watching my brother out there. I was sick to my stomach, and I was hoping he would do good, because I don't think anyone else deserves that TV title as much as Joe or Seth. You know, Seth rides at that compound as well, so I mean, I was going for both of them, but you know, Joe rode well. He got that whole shot on that first one, put his head down, and just went for it. But no, I'm super stoked. Obviously, Joe and I have been friends for a long time, since Geico days, and it's cool that we're both sitting up here, you know, and it's awesome for the team. He deserves it, and I'm just super happy for him. You know, it's been a long time coming for him. I feel like he's put a lot of good years together and just come up shy all those years, but this year was finally his one, and he put in 3 really good rounds, and I'm super stoked for him.
Alex.
Thank you, Alex Gobert, MotoOnline.com. For Jet, congratulations on a 3rd straight 450 SMX championship. As this, the playoffs, the final series builds, this is year 3 now, does winning this championship mean that little bit more each year? And obviously to have 3 in a row now is massive.
Yeah, it's an extra $1 million in the bank, so of course that means a lot. So, yeah, it's kind of nice because it's a shorter series. You know, 3 race weekends. If you do well, you can get a championship bonus. So it makes it exciting for the fans, because no matter what happens, you always have 2 people that has a chance of winning it, no matter how well you do it the first 2. So it's exciting. I love it, and yeah.
Adam.
Adam from Track Talkers. This is for Joe Shimoda. I heard there were some words exchanged between you and Deegan on the gate. Can you enlighten us about those particular words? And what are you going to blow the $500,000 on?
Wait, so you're asking me what did he say, actually?
I don't know if you can say or not, but just elaborate as much as you can.
No, it was actually like not bad. Like he said, you're never going to know what's about to come. And I said, I don't speak English.
Well done.
I mean, dead serious.
$500,000 on, Joe.
We go straight to casino, double or nothing.
Nick.
Yeah, Nick Still with MotoOnline.com. For Jet, congratulations on a third straight. It brings me the question, we got to see a lot of Hayden Deegan throughout the last few months, the way he portrays himself. You're going to get to deal with that next year. Like, you would have grown up with the Chad, the James era of this rivalry. Are you excited, or are you like, you can't play like that in the 450 class? What's your thoughts on that whole thing as Hayden Deegan will be on a 450 in 2026?
Honestly, he's got a lot of other people to worry about than me, and I got to worry about Hunter, Chase, and Eli. So honestly, he's not really on my radar. I'm focused on the guys that I'm racing right now because they're racing really well. It's a different league in the 450, and I mean, yeah, it's also hard to back up the answer that Joe gave. So,
you won't say no to a rivalry, though, will you?
It ain't much of a rivalry if you keep beating the kids. So,
Andrea.
Andrea Ruggiero, Moto Now. Joe, once you got into third and you were behind Seth, did you realize that you had the championship won, and did you consider not passing him and just staying behind him?
No, I kind of knew already, but like, honestly, I just kind of just wanted to win, you know? That was my goal. Like I said, I need to work on my speed a little bit more to make quicker passes and stuff, but yeah, I already knew what position I was in, but today we just wanted to go and try to win the motos.
Ryan Ensign with Cycle News for Jet. What'd you say to Hunter right when you guys put off the track, like right after the finish line?
Probably along the lines of just like, yeah, rode well, and probably sorry again.
Johnny.
Johnny with MX Unfiltered. Jet, it's rare that a talent comes into this sport and, from a lack of a better word, is somewhat become untouchable. What are you chasing? Because every time you get on the track, even from last weekend to this weekend, it seems to be one line, but you're able to come through the pack. Like, are you chasing records? I mean, what motivates you now? Because you know you have everyone's number, hypothetically.
Yeah, I'm chasing a ghost in front of me, really. So just trying to catch that ghost, and that's all I'm trying to do at each race.
For Joe, does winning this title, I'm not aware of your 26 plans right now, but does winning this title confirm, change any extra thought for your 26 plans?
No, no, not really, yeah.
All right, for Joe, 23 Media. Joe, talk about the pressure that was kind of under you performing to get this championship done. Was it different than how you kind of carry yourself in the regular season or Supercross, Motocross? And were you able to lean on somebody that's right next to you that has quite a bit of championship experience? Tell me about the differences of the two.
For me, it's same kind of pressure. I know it's only on 3 race series, but in my case, I just wanted to accomplish something, you know, just have that #1 plate, and doesn't matter like what series am I in, I just needed to finish it off, and today I was able to do it, so I'm really stoked on this. Like, it means a lot to me.
Time for one more.
All right, I'll get back on. Jet, any plans for the $1 million?
Not yet. Either put some more money down on my house, or I don't know. Might buy some more property. We'll see.
We've seen the Rolls, we've seen the Ferrari, nothing like that.
Yeah, I'm looking at a Ferrari F8 in Atlanta. So I mean, that's more so for the outdoor championship. So we're gonna wait for that bonus to kick in, and then it's gonna go. It's not gonna stop. It's gonna go from my account to the dealership's account. So yeah.
And I said one more, but we always have time for Andrea. Go ahead.
Andrea Moto now again. For Joe, you're the first Japanese champion in the series, and you're also, of course, winning for Honda, which is a Japanese brand. What does that mean to you?
Oh, it's a difficult question. Sick. Yeah, yeah.
Well, gentlemen, thank you very much. You have so much to be proud of. Joe Shimoda, your 250 SMX champion. Jet Lawrence, your 450 SMX champion, 3-time. And that's a wrap to our media. Thank you for a great season. You make this series so great. Please stick around for more time with some of our other athletes participating in today's media scrum. I'm Haley Shanley, your host. We'll see you in January.